What's good? Dark Knight Gang and this thing. I'm Brandon. Hey, BuzzFeed. This video sounds crazy. Ex-Mafia Hitman plays Never Have I Ever. Y'all requested it, bro. I'm hopping on this. So, a Mafia Hitman is about to play Never Have I Ever? Off top, first question. Have you killed over 50 people? No, that's not how Never Have I Ever works. I'm going to say, have you ever killed somebody? Of course he going to say, I have. Then I'm going to say, man, I don't know. Let's just hop into the video. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all know I mess with y'all heavy. Everybody's been listening to my music. I mess with y'all heavy. You already know what's good. Yeah, Dark Knight Gang and this thing. Let's hop on into this bit. Oh, everybody have a great week. It's Monday. By the way, I'm reattaching my dreads. Remember I had dreads and I cut them off? A lot of you guys don't know. The reason why I cut off my dreads is because I was using Head & Shoulders shampoo. Head & Shoulders shampoo, it burned my scalp. I had burns on my scalp. I made a video about it. I was hella mad. So, since my scalp was burned, as it started to heal, it was peeling. So I would get like peels caught in my dreads. It was disgusting. That's why I cut off my dreads. But guess what? I kept them. Because I did some research. People know how to reattach dreadlocks. I'm gonna get them things reattached ASAP. I was actually looking up locticians before I started doing this. I'm about to get them reattached like soon. Anyway, I'm ready to hop on into it. Well, that's because, you know, my head completely healed. So I can reattach all the locks, baby. Let's hop into the video.
I was stabbed up, I was battered, and I was hit by a truck. But that was part of my life as a hitman.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Hey, I'm John Haley, ex-enforcer for the Gambino family hitman. And I'm here to play Never Have I Ever. Never have I ever killed someone.
I told you I was asking that too.
I have in the past. You can't take back what you did, you can only move forward. But that was part of my life as a hitman enforcer for the Gambino family. And some of the things I did for the Gambino family, I killed with a bat, I killed with a knife, I killed with a gun. It was part of the life for me to enforce some of our rules and laws when I was sent by guys that I worked for personally.
Hey, this dude was
Never have I ever nearly been killed. I have. Unfortunately, I was stabbed up a couple of different occasions, shot. I was hit by a truck. I was also baseball batted and piped. And on several occasions, different organizations tried to machine gun me on the corner of my house. Another time, guys involved with the mafia tried to shoot me down the block from my house. One occasion, I was in the hospital for about 6
See, people be thinking, oh, I'm in a gang, nigga, up, gang. Like, you feel me? That ain't nothing compared to no mafia. You hear this? Bro.
I got out of the hospital, I was probably about 80 pounds. That was just part of my everyday life, unfortunately.
Look at that.
Never have I ever refused to kill someone. I have. At the time, John Gotti Sr. was in MCC Manhattan. He asked his brother, Gotti, to come back and see me at the club after a jailhouse visit and asked me to kill a guy as a favor. I believe he was part of, or one of the guys that killed my friend Greg Ryder. That body was never found, that he was supposedly chopped up and disappeared. I refused to do any kind of favor for him to help him beat his case while he was in jail for several murders. During my enforcing days, I was also accused of killing a rabbi, hired 2 people in Jersey to murder his wife while he had an affair. It was big news in Philadelphia and South Jersey. I was questioned, accused of that murder. Later on, I was cleared. They found the 2 guys that did it. They told on each other. The rabbi went to prison for life. The detectives at the time, when they came to see me, you guys know what I do for a living. You think I'm a hitman, but I wouldn't kill a woman. I'm the guy that would go after the guy that killed a woman. I would kill that person. So I think afterwards, my reputation talked for itself. They knew I wouldn't do things like that. And I never got accused of something like that again. My hits were involved only with street guys, mob guys, nothing outside of that. Never have I ever been to prison.
Look like that's okay, huh? I'm over here like, oh, okay, you only killed dudes, and you only killed other people that's in the mafia. Good job. Like, that's fine, bro. Killing people is not cool. I'm tripping.
Unfortunately, I've been to prison my whole life.
Hey, man, this dude was sexy. No homo. You don't get no other female.
Since I'm 17, I've been off parole. I've been in prison in Florida, in New Jersey, on a cruise ship, in Brazil, probably 40 prisons. I did a book called Prison Rules with Nick Christopher. It's a handbook, actually, about the pitfalls of the street and how to avoid them and how to avoid trouble inside prison if unfortunately you find yourselves there. When I went to jail in Brazil, it was nothing like United States prison because it's almost like concentration camp-like. In the prisons I was in, you get about 100-something guys that get killed a year. There's guns inside the prisons, there's machetes, and there's occasions where I myself had to stab several guys in prison in Brazil. But it was more of a torture situation, not here where you're housed and confined. There, you're tortured, you're beat, completely different situation in a third world country. I think when you grow up in the life I grew up, fortunately for me, my father trained me as a kid to accept getting hurt. As bad as they are, you have the mentality to never quit. You're going to survive it. Somehow you're going to get out of it. You're going to try to escape, and you have that no-quit attitude. It was a life where I hurt and killed a lot of people. It's the part that took me to another level that most guys don't go to. Even though they talk, they'll do this or do that. Like most mob guys, if you go through the counts and see how many people they actually hurt, shot, stabbed, very few of them have done that kind of work. It's only a handful of guys like myself that do that kind of work.
That takes,
never have I ever.
That's, to really kill somebody, man, that takes... Bro, that takes another level of crazy. I'm going to be completely honest. Because you killing them, you're ending their life completely. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. What if somebody killed you? Bro, you would cease to exist. Insane, right?
For PTSD. I have.
Dang, bro.
Anybody that's been in wars or seen the violence I saw, it's impossible not to suffer from PTSD unless you're a sociopath.
He lived a life.
People I hurt, killed, butchered, I think took a toll on me mentally, and I started seeing therapists probably for about 30 years, same woman, somebody I relied on to help me not lose my temper when people are pushing my buttons. And at times, I yell, I scream, but I don't react the way I used to. It's okay to think the same way, just don't react the same way. My lifelong dream is to continue helping every kid not to stay in prison and to get out and live a good life.
That's good, bro.
Never have I ever regretted killing someone.
Yeah.
I have not. And the reason why I say I have not, and I think that's going to surprise a lot of people, is if I didn't come to this point in my life, I don't think I could ever save all the kids' lives I'm saving now. So I think for whatever God's plan was for me, it was for me to get to this point. The lowest point you could probably get into your life and reflect back on the lives that you took, the people that you hurt. But in the long run, I think I'm going to save more lives by doing the things like I'm doing now, the Johnny and Gene podcast show and all the talks and the Second Chance program for teenagers and young adults. I think, you know, some of the rewarding stories that people ask me, there's a young boy who became a Muay Thai fighter champion. His name's Sam Greenfield. I mentioned him plenty of times on different podcasts and shows I've done. He had a friend that was killed in gang violence in the UK. So I flew over to the UK and Sam's father got in touch with me. We started speaking and I started talking to his son. And his son turned around his life instead of trying to get revenge and kill the guys that killed his friend. He changed his life. He started helping kids, advocating for kids, became a champion fighter, and he just received a reward this year for advocating for young adults. So it's something I'm really proud of. I changed a guy's life who saved a lot of guys' lives. It really makes it successful, and it helps me to move forward doing what I'm doing. I can't look back and regret it because I can't take it back, and it's something that'll just frustrate me mentally. And I think the only thing I could do is use what I did in such a bad past to make such a good future.
That's facts, bro. Alright, this actually was a really good video. My guy lived a crazy life. You know what I'm saying? He was part of that life. Karma is real. He was killing people. He was hurting people. He was nearly killed and he was hurt a lot too. You know what I'm saying? He was in prison in Brazil. He said that was crazy. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? He dealt with everything that he had to deal with. He suffered PTSD, all of that. But now, look, he completely changed his life around. He's helping people. So I understand why he would say he doesn't regret it. Because if he did regret it, he wouldn't be where he's at now. That's like me. I don't regret anything in my past because it made me who I am today. And I love what I do today. You feel me? I don't regret anything that I did in my past. So I understand his outlook on that. I feel you, my guy. This was a great video. Shout out to y'all for requesting it. Bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm about to say the N-word again. Man, I got to stop cursing. But look. Dudes be like, oh yeah, I'm part of the gang. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Did you hear that? Like, that ain't nothing compared to the Mafia, man. That mess crazy. Great video. I'm going to see y'all next time. Dark Knight Gang and this thing. Look, I'm talking about gang, huh? Dark Knight Gang and this thing. See y'all next time. Peace.